Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. It's Maggie from Moondirected. Welcome to my channel where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I want to wish you a happy birthday. It is still your birthday month. Yay! Okay, so we're covering August 19th. So just a couple more days of it, right? Until September 1st. And so I wanted to get into the overall energy for the month for you. We're coming out of that full moon in Aquarius, moving toward that new moon in Virgo. Oh, spirits here. My nose is super itchy. And it is got a lot to do with what after you've done all this releasing from the eclipse energy and now the full moon, what do you want to create? What do you want to plant the seeds for that are going to create the work-life balance? They're going to create the financial resources that you want. And so let's see what we have here. We have trust in the magic. You have the white raven, trust in the magic. You have the scarab beetle, magic works through you. Magic seems to be a theme. So you have the ability to attract in naturally because you are represented by the sun, right? You can attract into your life whatever it is that you want to by simply focusing on it. You have the vibrational energy that allows you to do that. You draw and attract people to you and opportunities, and you have the nightingale spirit. Love is all around. And so believe in the magic. So if this is about you wanting to attract in a relationship or an improvement in your relationship romantically, yes, it's that work-life balance. Are you working too much, not spending enough time? Well, time to refocus your energies. If you want to attract in financial abundance, again, focusing your energies, because where you focus your energy, everybody it works for, but especially for Leo, you just attract the opportunity, isn't it? And so we start out the week with that moon's going to be in your 9th house. I am not taking all those cards. I don't think. Your 9th house is long distance travel, higher education. It is communication with spirit. Oh, okay, wait. Maybe I am taking them all. Holy cow. All right, I don't know what's going on, Leo. Let's figure it out. Oh, all right. Wow. Really strong energy of transformation. Believe in the magic, right? Something has ended. Something has ended with that eclipse energy, with that full moon in Aquarius energy. That was in your, that would have been in your 5th house of fun and romance. So quite likely that is true because you also have the Tower as a major change that brought around a big, and you have the Lovers. You have the Lovers, and then you have the Marriage card. It's also institutional, long-held beliefs. Something that you thought was stable is not stable. Something that you thought was forever. Something that, you just always thought was that's the way it is. That's the way it always be. Something has definitely shifted and changed now. Does this mean every Leo is going through a breakup? Absolutely not. But something has shaken up your situation. Something is causing a change in the way you're looking at things. What is happening here that I can't see that card? A definite choice that may not have been yours. An ending that happened, a Tower situation. Something shook up your family life. It's a change in the family life in one direction or the other. It was unexpected. And now it's time to really use your higher mind because it's in the 9th house. And also we have the Queen of Swords, which is about clarity and truth and being able to see through things and doing the research. And so I feel like information is going to be needed and need to be sought at. But also I think it's faith and belief that things are going the way they're supposed to. That when you have major arcanas like that come out, then this is about the hand of fate coming in and sweeping out a situation that was not working to allow something better to come in. That's let's see what we get here. Okay, so 9th house, higher learning, travel, long distance relationships, not relationships, but communication. So that could be with your higher self, that could be with somebody abroad. But it's a time for you to really make the most of your reputation, to understand that confidence. You need to exude confidence so that you can rely on the energy of who you are. We have the Jade Emperor, organization. So staying organized, and the shapeshifter, Cyranosa, I don't know. I'm so bad at that. Okay, so things are changed. You're going to need to get organized. We have this whole period between now and the new moon is really about getting organized, deciding what we want, deciding where we're going to head, deciding what the next steps are, and you will look like you got hit with something that makes this even more imperative. It feels imperative, like you don't actually have a choice. Like that has to happen, and you're going to have to take responsibility. When that moon moves in on Wednesday, the 21st, it moves into Taurus. That is your 10th house of career. So something maybe it happened with your job, and maybe it's requiring a change and a shift around the house, and you weren't expecting it. So maybe your employer cut your department, or I don't know. It feels pretty shocking. You didn't see it coming, kind of thing. Or maybe you should have seen it coming, but you really weren't fully prepared for it, and so it happened anyway. So it says to release your resentments about money. So if this is around the job situation or around a family situation has caused a crisis in money, anything that you're feeling resentful about, if you feel like you've been ripped off in some way or the other, hanging on to that anger and that resentment just will generate more situations that require you to learn how to deal with it. And so by releasing it then and learning the lesson of, there's more than enough for everyone. And just because you don't have what you had doesn't mean you don't have more than enough, and there's not much more coming your way. So if you hang on to the anger and resentment and you don't release it, then you block the flow of abundance. So release the anger. And we have conscious consumer. And this is about making choices consciously. Don't just go on a big spending spree to make you feel better. It's also about spending your money like it's your way of voting, sort of. So if you really feel that a cause is important. So for me, for example, I do buy ethically raised, certified ethical raised eggs, because to me that's where I vote. They are more expensive, but I've been buying them for a while, and the prices are going down because more people are buying them, and so that's how I can impact that change, so that chickens aren't just locked up in a horrible life, and so that's where I make a difference on a regular conscious level. Conscious consumers look to see, can you buy something that's been recycled? Also, is there a lot of extra packaging? Maybe you buy something that has less packaging. So being aware of that, also being aware of where you're spending your money. And if you don't have a lot of money at this time, wisely spending your money. So consciousness in a couple of different levels, because you're coming up on some challenging times when that moon moves into Gemini, and it does that on Friday. That's your 11th house of groups and group activities, and so some changes that are happening that might make conversations with people a little awkward and a little more challenging. But if you understand that the door is open to spirit and allow spirit to guide you through this challenges, if you can just believe in the true abundance and the fact that this is divinely orchestrated, whatever this is, because we have 2 cards about the magic, which really to me feels like divine orchestration. We have the Nightingale, which is all about Okay, so it says Nightingale Spirit. It says love is all around. I feel like this is the universe saying, hey, we really love you, and that's the choices that that needed to happen to teach you what you came here to do, to put you on your path, to move you in the direction you're supposed to go. Because the Nightingale, I remember Florence Nightingale was a nurse. It's about healing. So this is, to me, this is about healing love. And healing love comes from spirit. And so through these challenges, I think it's really important that you remember that the world is not working against you. The universe is not working against you. They're actually working in your favor, although I think right now it might be really hard to see that. And so that becomes a matter of faith and a matter of trust and belief and faith. I feel like faith and analytical analysis of what your next steps are is what's going to move you forward in the most positive way possible. Like, this stuff happened, and so now you need to rely on your faith in yourself, on your faith that you are not alone and adrift, and faith that you can figure it out, because you can. When that moon moves into Cancer, though, on Sunday, that's your 12th house of hopes and goals and dreams and wishes. And in that position, that's about manipulation. And so I want to caution you not to... I want to caution you to try to stay grounded. Do not be too unrealistic. Also, look out for people who are not being completely honest with you. So try to stay grounded through this energy so that you can, wow, look at this. You have a woman holding a coin so that you can manifest what you need. So this means that you can manifest what you need. And the Garden Gate. So if, for instance, the situation that you were in was like, you didn't want to leave, you wanted to leave, but wow, I pulled from the wrong deck. You wanted to leave, okay, yep, all right, so, but you were worried about money, and so you stayed, and Spirit helped move you out. I'm so sorry I grabbed the wrong ones. I need this one. Wait, that goes to this. Oh my gosh. How do we handle the challenge? So that's how you handle the emotional manipulation, is just understanding that Spirit's got your back and financial abundance is open to you. I want a card about the challenge, how to best handle the challenge. Sometimes those things happen because I have too many cards here. That's one problem. Be sure to leave me a message so that you can be in the drawing for the free reading. Okay, yeah, so again with the magic, unlock the magic within and intend and create the high priest. So yes, listening to your intuition, believing that the magic is there. This is about believing that this is actually for your highest and best good, when I have a feeling it does not feel that way in the least. You've been wanting to walk away from something, and if you didn't do it, you had a little help. Or maybe it was you that gave someone else the tower moment and said, nope, that's it, I'm done and I'm out of here. Could have been that too. Someone as in, it could be a job, or because it's been showing up for so long, I'm not really sure which arena of your life it's in. Alright, so the moon is going to move into your house. So, the first house of you on Tuesday, the 27th. And in this position, it's about being aware that you might feel like you need to self-protect a little, maybe jumping to conclusions a little, so watch out for that. It's a good time to really wrap any projects up, finish them up, because we're coming up into the new moon. So even though you're being protected and you're relying on knowing that faith is leading you, you also are going to need to take some steps. So what do you need to wrap up? Put a bow on so you can shape-shift, so you can organize and shape-shift to move yourself forward. So even while you're trusting in the universe, you still got work to do, so don't forget to do that. All right, and I think it's hard sometimes when our heart is hurting to be action-oriented, but I think for Leo, working hard during times of difficulty is actually very therapeutic, and so this might be a really good time to understand you are limitless. You are limitless. You have magic of prayer, so don't forget to ask the universe right? To come in and help you. They can't do it unless you ask. And you are going to need to do a little reflecting. We have the Bone Collector. This is about learning lessons from the past. This is about looking through what's happened and accepting your part in it and understanding there was a lesson in it. Okay, there was a lesson. That's what brings about the transformation, when you can distill down the lesson. So if you had a job that was making you miserable and you were staying in it because you were afraid of not having enough money, and then along came somebody and they bought the business and you lost your job and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I gave you all my time and effort and you just booted me out. The lesson to learn is that when you are not happy someplace, then that's the time to start looking. Don't let them make the decision, right? So it could be something like that. But the good news is that with that new moon, and it is a black moon, that means it's twice we've had a new moon in the same calendar month. It's happening on Friday, August 30th at 6 degrees and 47 minutes of Virgo. It is about economy. So it's about money. It's also about economy of movement, time, resources. So producing the most in the least amount of effort. Efficiency. Economy. You have the new moon. A new start is coming. No kidding. And you have the new moon in Gemini. Communication is the key. Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury. So it is about communication and it's about organization, right? Virgo is about organization and communicating to people in a very organized fashion. So this new beginning is happening. You have all the tools you need. You have all the tools you need in front of you. She's like the magician when the moon is at this degree. And so you have all the tools you need to manifest what you want. Start is coming. So preparing for it, making the action plan, being ready to go, getting organized, understanding that, you know, it is going to be your ability to do a good research and pay attention to details that is going to allow you to feel successful. And boy, did you just get a bunch of advice here. Holy moly. So you have careful. Now is not the best time to make big purchases. If you travel or you have new experiences in life, there's always so much to be gained from that. When you have the spiderweb travels, that is about, you'll pick up ideas or thoughts or information. So if you've been pushed out of your comfort zone into something new, you're going to learn something that's valuable. You have give and donate, which is about reminding you that if you're hanging on tightly to your resources, then you're blocking the flow of abundance, because when your fist is closed to hang on to stuff, it also is not open to receive. So make sure that you are creating an energy exchange balance by giving in order to receive. It says open the gateway to your garden. Give the universe more time to bring your wishes in. Open the gate and let them in. The garden gate. So, understanding that it's not going to happen super fast. You have a new start is coming. The opportunity is coming. Get organized, get prepared, start taking the steps necessary. You have karmic prosperity. Ooh, be ready now to release past life and soul agreements or on money. Ooh, soul agreements on money for prosperity to come in. Cut the cords in order to be free. So ask St. Michael to come in to cut any cords of negative energy, especially anything regarding finances that you've carried through. That would be this bone collector. So this could be past life stuff coming up, and you have business profits, which I never saw until today, and here's the second time. So they want you to just be relaxed. This is coming. You may not be able to see it, and you may not see it at the speed in which you would like to see it, but you're also going to have to do the work. Because this is definitely about being organized, paying attention to details, taking the step-by-step process. This new moon in Virgo has a lot of support from other planetary aspects between now and like middle of January. And so step-by-step, it's not going to happen super fast, but that new moon in Capricorn is really going to be a big launch for a lot of people and a lot of things. And so, because it's eclipse energy again. So start doing the work now. Getting yourself prepared. You have soaring into joy, which is a lot like this flying, this limitless card. And yes, starting fresh. Yep, new beginning for sure. So a couple of mantras for you. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life, and childlike wonder fills my life. Childlike wonder fills my life. That is about focusing on the positive, counting your blessings, releasing your resentments about money or situations surrounding money, to allow the abundance of the universe to flow to you. Because what you focus on, focusing on the joy brings in more joy. Focusing on negative energy brings in more negative energy. So economy of movement and time and energy would dictate that you would want to focus on what you want to bring in and ask St. Michael to come in and help to cut the cords of negative energy surrounding whatever this is, emotions, finances, whatever it is. And you don't actually have to know what it is. You can just ask them to cut the cords of negative energy that are holding you back from your soul's purpose, your soul's journey. And then ask St. Raphael to come in and heal. And you have the messenger, Mercury. I bring the light of awareness, and I am an empowered feminine leader, the queen. If you are a male, do not be offended by this. This means I am empowered because I'm open to receiving the gifts of the universe. It's the receptive energy, the yin energy. So, spending a little time in meditation, opening, literally sitting with your hands open and consciously opening yourself to releasing what don't grip so tight, and also to receiving the abundance of the universe. If you do nothing but go and sit outside for a few minutes every day and just hold your hands open with focused intention of, I am open to receiving the abundance of the universe. If you do nothing else, do that. All right? And leave me a comment so you can be in the drawing. All right. We'll talk soon. You take care.